Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Roberto,
Yep.
also known as Beartoe locally.
Yep.
Just won round two, now 2-0.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations, congratulations. That was a very interesting game to watch.
Thank you.
Um, I think that one of the key things that is happening to a lot of people who are sitting down from Acilio is they don't know how to sideboard.
Yeah, it's a really big issue. So the deck that I'm on, Counterbeam, it's kind of like the hidden third option that a Cydia can play into. So everyone knows about the Gone and Flash list. Everyone knows about the 9-player list. But this list is a little bit different. And the big issue that you just alluded to is that each version of Basilia you kind of have to bring different sideboard plans into. And that's a massive issue because it's a best of one format. If you guess wrong, you think your opponent is on the Gone the Flash deck, you bring in your DVX, you do all of this, then they show I'm on Shiders actually. You now have all of these Reds in your deck that do nothing.
Yep.
So
I mean, that happened to me a couple weeks ago playing against Acilio. We were playing for 3-0 at our local armory, and I brought in my D-Reacts, and they had no attacks in their deck, and I very much regretted that. I thought that your Storm Strider's use in this game was particularly interesting. Would you talk to us about that a little bit?
so Storm Shadows in this deck is a little bit different. It isn't like Verdansk where you are going for the killer shot. Like they are at 9 health, you have Bean Bears, you got Light Up the Leaves. That isn't really what this deck is doing. So I think I actually activated Storm Shadows at a bad time because I should have popped them before.
Mm.
So there was one team that he sent a CNC, I believe, and I had a good hand that converted well because I had Story Plate. Story Plate is a very good card in the deck because you're doing all these things on your opponent's hand. It really smooths out your creep. It lets you go like Suture into Suture
Mm.
or Cloud Cover into Voltic Veil, which are both like very good defensive plays.
We saw you do that a couple times. You managed to
Yes,
get two cost prevention effects off with upside off of one blue.
exactly.
Huge.
Yeah, so that's like a big reason why the deck is able to function and compete. So with the Storm Shadow scene, if I had just popped it, I would have sent, what is it? I would have been able to do the Voyager trick with Kinsella Uplift, and I would have generated a resource out of Story Plate. So I would have basically refunded it and been able to go Tin and Mindfire, make a Ponder, and deal 7 arcane damage, which is
At a time when they
a
have
lot.
shields down. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I would have made a Ponder, so it would have been, another card in the arsenal. So that was a mistake that I made.
I mean, that equates to, since you get a card back from the ponder, that's
It's
essentially a 1 card 7.
essentially.
We take 1 card 7s, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like one thing with this deck is that I did it early on in the game, but didn't really line up. Is that when you look at the pure arcane numbers and what this deck can really put out, it's probably the best that a wizard has ever been able to do. So like if you go Chromatic Refinement on one turn or it's no Meteoric Impact, you block out and then you just go this a pop, tap Bozar, 7 arcane damage.
It's huge.
Like after blocking out with the entire hand, doing all of your shenanigans, like that is something that a lot of people just aren't really prepped for.
And
So
that's where you get that counter burn
exactly.
name, right? Like you're not just sending everything face. Counter burn, I think that the term coming from historic, red and blue decks in
Oh yeah.
Magic, right? But it does evoke that vibe. Now you're not countering spells necessarily in the same way, but you're countering what your opponent's doing
Exactly.
with these very powerful prevention effects. Now you've got Cloud Flare in the deck, or Cloud Cover.
Cloud
Sorry,
cover,
Cloud
yes.
Cover prevents the next source of damage up to 3.
Yes.
But Suture and Veil prevent the next 4 damage wherever
Yes.
it may come from. So being able to spread that prevention out, covering up all the breakpoints,
Oh yeah. So
that's a level of defensive play that I don't think we're used to seeing out of Acilio.
yep.
Very impressive.
It's a completely different axis, and the fun thing about all those different kinds of prevention effects is that let's say your opponent is on fine, they have Tiger Stripe Shuku. It's a really bad matchup, but this is still a funny part about it. With how the game works and how it's weighted, Cloud Cover would get like it would get eaten up by Tiger
Sure.
Stripe Shuko. But Voltic Veil and Cosmic Suture, how those work is it's floating prevention. So if they attack and it's Shuko is buffing it, giving it the extra text. Even if you have Voltic Veil or Suture up, that that attack that they're dealing that's buffed by Shuko, it'll be as normal as you would expect it to happen.
As if there were no prevention effects
But then the
there.
prevention would carry over to the next attacks that they do.
That's huge. Good note for our fire players at home. Don't get got.
that you don't need to worry about that. And matchup is like 9-10. It is not good.
Sure,
Like
fair
I've
enough.
had games where it's like I put you down to 24 on 10-0. This is awesome. It's like I am dead. What just
Yup.
happened?
Well, I hope you don't run in any fives today. Thanks for joining us in the
All right,
booth.
thank you.
Congrats on your win.
Thank you.
I'll be rooting for you on your way to top 8. Thanks very much,
Thank you.
folks. We'll see you next.